Hello and welcome. In this video I'm gonna show you how I easily fix miniature bases. So one of the easiest steps to paint a miniature base is just to have Armageddons. Just place it all over the base, make sure there isn't too much on the sides there. And just do this on a couple of bases at a time, because if you take just one at a time it will take much more effort and energy for you. So when doing things like this, simple and easy, like putting some terrain on a base, you should do it on several at a time. And now we're adding some stones here. Just placing the stones by just placing the base down with Armageddons. Do this as fast as possible when you have added the Armageddons, because otherwise it will dry out and the stones won't attach as good. Now we're going to use Steel Legion Drab, Brine Oxide, Dumble Brown, and we're also going to use Ushabti Bone. So we are starting off with Steel Legion Drab, adding some water, adding some color, and then just painting the whole base here. So make sure you're painting all over the stones here, maybe not too much water, but little water. And now we're adding some Dumble Brown here. This looks more realistic. Instead of just having it in 1 or 2 colors, I will have this base in about 4 colors. And I'm adding very thin layers to this. And now we have Brine Oxide. And the problem with this step is that if you add too much water, the result will be that it will be easy to remove the terrain when dry brushing. So try not to take too much water into these steps. And you also gotta wait before this color to dry, and the stones of course too. So between these steps I'm waiting about 30 to 40 minutes before I'm doing another one. Just a pencil that I'm using for all sorts of terrain stuff, so you don't have to be careful. The first layers here on the dry brush is not super good. Layer here, so and as you can see there, the terrain color just removed the stones there, and that's because I was using too much water when I was and you see there, maybe I should wait a little bit longer for that to dry out, but That's what happens when you fix bases and you don't wait properly between, or you're adding too much water into it. But still, you can still fix it by using some grass that I will use later. And now we go for the third dry brush. So I dry brushed these bases 3 times in a row on each one. Just one on each, next on each, and then the third one. And when I'm using the third one here, I think this covered the stones pretty good. So you can see that some stones get lighted up better than others. And now we are using some battlefield grass here. And this army terrain stuff is really good to use. And I'm just using some Vallejo color, some dark green instead of using blue, because when I'm using this dark green color, the effect will be that the grass will change from light grass to darker grass, and I think it looks even more realistic. It looks like I was having 2 kinds of grass. Under, you can just place the foot on grass and it will look really realistic instead of just adding that afterwards. So maybe this is more for display painting, but you can still use some super glue under the feet of the miniature that you have painted and just add them there, and it will look really nice. And take away the color on the sides, because if you paint with that color it will be thick and it won't be as crisp as you can get it. So try to remove all colors, and then we're going to put 3 layers Steel Legion Rab on the sides here. So I think that 3 layers thing is really good. Just one basing color, and you have some things you missed, put another layer. There's a little bit you missed, and put another layer. You can also paint those sides before you are adding grass. Like paint it, add grass, done. So I was adding stones, I was adding grass, then I paint the sides. But you can do a little bit different here. We painted a lot of Lord of the Rings or Warhammer soldiers. It will look really cool. All this. You can play some Necrons on that, you can play some Warhammer Empire handgunner soldiers, you can play some orcs, some Minas Tirith warriors, maybe Space Marines. There's a lot of way to paint the miniature bases. I hope you like this video. I hope you can take something from this into your hobbying. And I see you in the next one. DMP signing off. Take care, everybody.